Hi everyone, this is Ness Signature. Today I'll be teaching you how to make this beautiful gown. It is beginner friendly tutorial, so please stay to the end of the video because it's easy to make. I'm going to guide you on how to make this dress. If you are new to my channel and are yet to subscribe, please do well to click on the subscribe button. Drop your comment in the comment section. Do well to put on your notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post new tutorial every week. So I use 1.5 yard and it's a deep length fabric. So I folded it into 4. So after folding your fabric into 4, do well to add 3 inches allowance to your hip measurement while folding your fabric. Okay, for example, your hip is 36, which is 9 into, that's folded into 4, it is 9. So you add 3 inches to it to make it 12. Okay, 12 while folding it, or even more than. So but that's just the basic. So what I'm going to do right away now is to take the length of the dress. So you go ahead and take the length of your gown. So you measure from the tip down there. So while I was doing it, taking the initial measurement, I didn't know that I was not videoing it. So I'll go ahead and cut off after measuring, taking the measurement of the length of my gown. So after cutting it off, I'm going to turn it because the other side is a English edge. I just want that English edge or factory edge to be at the hem um of my dress. So what I'm going to do right away now is to take the width of the neckline. So I'm going to be using 3 inches. I'm going to be using 3 inches. So go ahead and measure your 3 inches. Could be 4 inches, all depends on you. So mine is 3. So I'm going to take the shoulder measurement, which is 7. Okay, so after measuring 7, from that the shoulder point that way, I'm just going to come down by 1 inch. You can come down by 1.5 inch. So I'll go ahead and slope it to meet the neckline. Can you see? So from there, I'm going to divide my bust by measurement by 6 and add 1.5 inches to determine my armhole measurement. So the depth of my armhole. So I'll go ahead on that armhole, which is automatically my chest line. I'll go ahead and take the shoulder measurement there also. So the 7 inches I took down at the top, I'm going to take it at this chest point here. So the next thing I'm going to do now is the waist. So after the waistline, I'll go ahead and take the hip line also. So go ahead and mark your hip line. So for the waist it was 16 inches, then for the hip measurement it is 24 inches. So I went ahead to take the bust measurement divided by 4. Please do not mind the pardon or forgive me for the background noise. It's unavoidable. I couldn't avoid it anyway. So I went ahead to add 2.5 inches, so you can add 3 inch. It all depends on you. Okay, so to the waist, you take the waist measurement and add 2.5 inches also, or 2 inches. All depend on you. So how free you want the gown to look like. So go ahead and connect it to the chest. Then at the hip, you take your hip measurement also, add 2.5 inches. So you go to the length of your dress. So before we go to the length of the dress, I just want to shaping the armhole. At that angle 90, I went out by 1/2 inch, then I curved it this way. It's because I'm using free hand. For those of us that are using free hand, so this will help shaping your armhole well. So after shaping the armhole, I'll just go down and measure the same measurement I took for the hip. So I'm going to take it at the end of my fabric also. That's at the length of my hem of my fabric. So the same thing with the hip. Okay, so it's not a pencil gown, it's a free gown, but somehow a little bit fitted, not that baggy. Okay, so you go ahead and shaping it, and that is it. It is very easy to draft and also easy to sew. So I'm just tracing it so that you can see the shape of the gown. So we'll go to the neck. The depth of the front, I'm taking 4 inch, so you can go ahead and take 3 inch. But if you want it to stick to your neck, just be at your collarbone, you can make it 3 inches. Okay, so for mine I made it 4 inches. So for the back neckline depth, I took 1 inch. You can make yours 1.5. Okay, so that's that. So I will go ahead and cut off the part that I do not need. So watch me as I cut. So I went ahead to cut the back on both sides. So you can see, for me to cut the front, I have to remove the back piece like so. Can you see? Then I went ahead to cut the front part of the fabric. Can you see how it is? So the next thing I'm going to do is to prepare my little pieces for my for the turning of the neckline. You can use bias, but I do not want to use bias. I just want a neat uh, finishing. So I'm going to use fabric to turn it. So let me go and prepare the fabric. I'm going to pick some pieces. That's what I'm going to use to cut the um, facing for the front and the back piece. So I have brought out the piece. So I will be using this piece that I cut from the armhole. I'll be using it. So I will just use the back as an illustration. So I'll place it right facing each other like so. You can see that there is no cut at the piece, middle of the piece there. So I'll go ahead and place it on it. And so if you check, you see that the fabric of this turning is a little bit deep. It's because I want to sew button at the back. I want to slit it at the back, and also that's the back neckline, and also add button for ease while wearing the dress, so that I can pass through my head when whichever hair do I have, I can wear the dress properly, okay, without finding any difficulty. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to place right side facing right side. That's how I'm going to turn the right side facing right side. So I'll just go ahead and take the neck shape. Okay, that's for the front and for the back. I hope you understand. Okay, so I'm done sewing it. Can you see? This is the front part of it. Can you see? I did the same thing. Can you see? So I went ahead and also notched the neckline also. Can you see? So that for easy turning. So I'll go ahead and give it a good press. So I say let me show you first. So the next thing I'm going to do also, I also did for the back, and I also sew at the back and I slit it. Can you see? So just go ahead and sew your normal neckline while joining the piece. Just go down by 4 inches and go back again, then go ahead and slit it. So that's what I did. So I'll go ahead and turn it and give it a good press so that you see how it looks. So this is how it looks. This is the back, and it's beautiful. It's as if I don't use this place as the front. Okay, so can you see? And this is the front. I have given it a good press, and also use hemstay to also stick the piece that I use in turning it to the main fabric. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to attach the pocket. If you check, the pocket is it's as if it's a bucket turned upside down. Okay, it's a bucket turned upside down. I didn't take note of it. But I just prefer this bucket facing up. But what I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you bucket facing um down. I'm going to show it a bucket facing down, but it's a bucket facing up. Okay, So this is how the pocket is a little bit smaller at the front and wide at the bottom. So I'll place it on my fabric. I've given it a good press. Can you see? I have to double that fabric because it's very light, so I have to double it. So I'm going to place it on the front piece. If you check the dress, it's on the front piece. So go ahead and place it on the front uh, piece. So what we are going to do right away is to measure the shoulder down to the after the waist, 2 inches after the waist, which is 18. So mark at 18. Let me just bring out the chalk so that I can mark it well for you. So after marking it, you can go ahead and place your pocket on that area. So before you place your pocket, you are just going to measure 4 inches from the side. So that's where your pocket is going to stop, at this other side. Okay, so you just go ahead and place it on it like so. So like I told you, I would love to do it pocket like this because I love it like this, but while sewing it, please turn it as a bucket, if bucket upside down, if that's what you want. Okay, so while sewing it, you can turn it as your bucket upside down. So when I'm going to sew it, I'm going to sew it bucket turn upside down. So you place it on it. You can go ahead and use your pin to secure it. Then you can take it to your sewing machine and hold it firmly on it. So this is how it looks. Can you see? This is how it looks. This is how it looks. It is beautiful. So I'll go ahead and use the front fabric facing the back fabric, join the shoulder and join the side, and that will be all for this part of this tutorial. So this is the part 1. So in our next video, I'm going to continue with the side design and also the sleeve. Did you look at the sleeve? The sleeve is very beautiful. So in our next tutorial, I'll teach you how to do the sleeve, fix the sleeve, design the sleeve, and also make the design at the bottom of the dress. So see you in our next tutorial. Thank you for watching till the end. Do well to click on the subscribe button, share this video with others, share the link with others. Bye.